on, let's go outside. Let's take a walk in the sun. There are things to learn and things to see. A big wide world for you, your dog, and me. Dog Talk.
Hi friends, and welcome to Dog Talk. Our host Pat Becker has taken the weekend off. I think she's playing with like 124 dogs in Houston right now.
That's what I heard.
Not a bad time, not a bad time. My name's JaNiece. I'll be filling in for her. Of course, our co-host Rusty is along for the ride. And Casey is here, and Otis. Otis is our dog of the week this Saturday.
Yep.
Casey, thanks for coming. Tell us a little bit about your dog.
Well, Otis is 8 months old, and he's a Pomeranian. And we got Otis because about a year ago, we lost our little Pomeranian boy that we had. He was 4 years old and sadly had a very bad reaction to a vaccine. And unfortunately, we did not know our current holistic vet, Dr. Roach, at the time, and we were not able to save him. But now we've got this little guy, and he kind of had a little situation himself, which I think we're going to discuss a little bit later. But clearly, he came out of that just fine. He's right as rain.
He seems a little shy.
He doesn't like treats either. So tell us the best thing about having a Pomeranian. Clearly he's not your first, so you got another one.
No, he's not. This is our third.
Your third.
Yeah,
wow.
And you know, they're just the most loving and affectionate dogs you'll ever find, although most dogs are.
Right.
And they're really high energy and fun to play with.
What do you like to do with him? You said he's high energy. Do you do activities with him?
We do. We go to the park. We love to play fetch. He plays with his sister. They like to wrestle and play tug of war with their toys. So yeah, there's no shortage of fun in our house and in our life.
He's not spoiled at all.
No.
Right?
Oh, of course not. No.
We don't encourage that here on Dog Talk. Absolutely.
I'm just not giving him treats. It's fine.
I know.
Just ignore me.
Before we began the show, Otis was actually sitting on this bench here, and he kept acting like he was just ready to jump,
He's ready to go.
like a fish going into the pool. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's constantly on the move. He's one of those dogs you've got to keep a close eye on. He likes to chew up shoes and really anything.
Keeps you on your toes.
So he's kind of like a 2-year-old.
Exactly right. Yeah,
with a lot of hair.
Troublemaker with a furry little troublemaker is exactly right.
Well, you had mentioned that he had a health issue a little bit earlier, so we are going to talk more about that. And in fact, Dr. Roach is here to give us more information.
Yeah.
But we wanted to congratulate you on all your success with Mr. Otis here.
Thank you.
We've awarded you as our dog of the week, so we have a $100 gift card to A1 Pet Emporium for you and Otis. I'm sure he'll be able to find something there that he likes. And we've got a bag full of treats and toys. Oh my gosh, Otis, what is it? Oh my gosh, look at this thing's bigger than he is.
That will be fun for him.
Is that your baby? Okay,
Squeaks and rattles.
Get it. Good. He's ferocious. Look at him.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Gone. We lost all control now. Otis has hit the road. He may be coming back after the break, but we're going to talk to Dr. Roach about the health issues involved with the Pomeranian and more coming up next on Dog Talk.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
Welcome back to Dog Talk, friends. Now we're joined by Dr. Roach. Dr. Roach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you again. It's been a minute since you've been here.
It's been a while.
Welcome back. So Casey is still with us, and the lovely Otis has given up the toy for the moment. But we're going to be talking a little bit more about the health issues. Casey, you said that Pomeranian number 1 unfortunately succumbed to some health issues. And then Dr. Roach, it sounds like the same type situation with vaccines occurred in Mr. Otis. What happened?
Well, not every dog has sensitivities to vaccines, but this family of dogs does. And we were still trying to minimize our vaccination protocol, but he still had a reaction which led to blood problems.
Oh.
And conventional medicine doesn't have a lot to treat that with, steroids and other things. So we use some new technology here called UVO3, using ultraviolet light. By treating the patient's own blood. And then you ozonate it, which further activates the blood to deliver oxygen to the body. And stimulate the immune system to scavenge the free radicals. And so all you do is just turn that machine on and circulate the blood through there and then give it back to the patient. And they do fantastically. You know, there's all kinds of people who treat water systems, municipalities treat water systems with ultraviolet and ozone, but we're treating the blood. It makes it biophotonically active to go against tick diseases, infections, autoimmune diseases, especially cancer. It's awesome for cancer stuff. And we have a lot of indications for it.
So how do you know initially that the dog is not taking well to the vaccination? Is there symptoms that come up, or did he start getting sick? What was your first, like, something's wrong, red flag?
Immediately, they can have really acute reactions like vomiting, diarrhea, but in his case, it came on weeks later where he had some blood issues and just kind of gradually went down.
There was profuse vomiting.
Okay.
In the beginning, and that was the first sign that we were dealing with something
like
pretty
this.
bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Dr. Roach, how long does this process take?
That takes about 12 minutes to circulate the blood enough to get it treated properly, and then you just inject it back in the pet.
And it's just one treatment?
Yeah, that's my follow-up question. How many treatments?
In one treatment, his blood responded.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but we usually do it once or twice a week until we get full recovery.
Okay.
Would that depend probably based on the size of the dog as well? Smaller?
Yes, in fact, a larger patient would require an IV bag that would drip a little bit more volume.
Okay.
So with him, all we need is that one little cuvette. And so,
Is there any pain involved? Does the dog, I mean,
No.
other than a prick or anything like that?
well, taking blood from Otis is a real challenge when he's,
When he has a
when he's
toy,
not
usually
knocked
you got-
out, let's face it.
but you know, you only need a fraction, like 2 or 3 mils of blood to treat, and then you dilute it with saline,
Okay.
and then you run it through the machine and give it back to him.
Is there anything that you all are going to have to look for in the future with Otis going forward? Any side effects that you've seen with this type of treatment or anything like that?
That's the cool thing. There are no side effects to this.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, very
He's made
interesting.
a full recovery. You can see he's
He looks miserable.
fully energized and feeling great.
So yeah, he had a full-blown autoimmune reaction with blood platelets and red blood cells. White blood cells went off the chart.
Liver enzymes,
Yeah, and
all kinds of stuff.
And Casey and her family are so against using steroids that we didn't have to use steroids. In fact, I was forbidden to use steroids, right?
Yeah,
Let's be
off
honest.
the table.
And so-
I mean, this starts with vaccines, and you take definitely a holistic approach to medicine. Can you talk to us a little bit about that for our viewers out there and the benefits of being maybe not all the way holistic, but maybe if they want to tiptoe into holistic medicine?
You know, and this is what happened with Otis. We were trying to just give him a couple vaccines so that he would be protected for parvo, but not the full-blown everything, because we knew it had it in his family history. You know, we probably should have been even more careful than that, but things happen, and
You don't know.
just don't know. And there are tests now for the vaccine levels. It's really cool. You can measure parvo and hepatitis and distemper antibody levels. So in a lot of dogs, there's no need to vaccinate because now the new way is to scientifically prove whether they need it or not.
If they need it or not.
So
That's good.
And if they don't need it, don't give them.
right, and it's not available for the rabies vaccine. We can't exempt them from a rabies because of a titer test, but we can for the distemper parvo. It really works
Yeah.
great.
If people are interested in learning more information about holistic medicine or your practice, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, just bestfriendsanimalclinic.com.
Okay.
Actually, it's under bestfriendsanimalclinic.vet now. I changed the suffix.
look out.
.vet.
More videos
And, so
to
we
come.
have a practice in Wellington Park area of Dell City
Okay.
off I-40, and then we have another practice in Shawnee, so I like running back and forth.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, you're a busy man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
you.
both for coming on today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's our pleasure.
JaNiece, after the break, I hear we have your 2 favorite things.
What?
Shopping and dogs.
Okay, I'm hooked. You guys have to come back and see this with us.
Here's a quick tip for helping your dogs maintain a normal body temperature throughout the summer season. Provide cool water pools for them to hop into. Plastic baby pools are great. Also, new plastic cement mixing tubs are very inexpensive and sturdy. Provide plenty of fresh water daily, keeping buckets and pools in a shaded area. If you have a covered patio, Provide your dog with a comfortable blanket or bed. And remember, folks, the heat you feel is twice as hard on your pet.
Welcome back to Dog Talk, friends. Okay, Rusty, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you were a dog,
yes,
and you got to pick out your like perfect color, what would it look like?
Oh my goodness, I'm a power color, so
Okay.
I'm like red.
Red?
Yeah, and just
Spikes?
No, but maybe a stud or two.
Okay.
I mean, it would have to look good, but
Me?
classic. You?
I'm pink
All bling?
rhinestones.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Definitely.
All right, hey, can we find it?
Oh, maybe in this next clip we can. Let's
All
take a
right,
look.
Let's see.
With Justin Thomas. We are at the Bone Dog Boutique, and he is conveniently located right next door to the Deep Deuce Dog Park. Hi Justin, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
Great. Can you tell me a little about your store?
Yes, we're located in Deep Deuce. We have dog food, dog accessories, dog treats, leashes, collars, supplemental things like flea and tick, a little bit of everything. Fancy treats, all natural, you know, bones and bully sticks and things like that.
Yes. Now, when I heard boutique and I knew that you were also a dog wash, I thought, well, okay, we're going to have some leashes, some collars, and definitely the dog wash area. Now, I was quite surprised to find just how much you have in stock here. I mean, everything from pet supplies, from beds to clothing for your dogs.
That's right.
Food, everything. And now I'm loving the treats behind us. These are adorable. I need to get a birthday cake for my dog next year because
This is the eye candy for the humans. Obviously the color, they don't see color, but these are really pretty treats. They are dog treats, not human treats, but they are human grade.
yes. I tell you what, now when we buy our dogs birthday cakes, we say it's for the dog, but we just really do it as humans because they're adorable. Well, do you mind if we take a look around? Can you
Sure.
show us some of your products?
I would love to do that.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, I gotta tell you, I am loving these collars. Now, who is the maker? You said this is a local company that does these collars?
Yes, Canine Couture is a local company and she makes them by hand. So, you know, she's not just ordering it from China and sending it in. She makes these collars here in the metro.
All right, guys, we have got some products that everybody's always asking about. You know, with your older dogs, you need that joint support. So we've got glucosamine here. That's a big seller, I'm sure, for you guys.
It is. For the older dogs, they definitely, and some people that just know their dog is going to have problems, it's the breed or whatever, that they're
Yes.
going to have that issue later on.
Yes. Now, I saw this coat conditioner. Now, this is a spray-in conditioner. This one here says it is coconut Hawaiian papaya with vanilla bean. I know that, you know, your dog's probably not the thing you like to smell, but if you spray this, I can't imagine that, you know, a Hawaiian scented dog wouldn't just be the most wonderful thing to have around. Okay, now I grabbed this bag here because this is my dog's absolute favorite. The signature, any flavor, really, he goes nuts for. But I don't know what it is about the kangaroo. My boxer eats this stuff up. I mean, it's insane.
Loves it, huh?
Yes, he does. And he's picky.
It's a brand new brand for us, and of course we're new from December being open, but we got this about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And it has been a good seller.
Okay, well, you're going to see some sales on this, I promise you. Okay, guys, we have Finnegan here, and he's looking for a home. He's got two sisters as well, is that correct?
Yes, he does.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
right behind me.
I tell you what, they looked at me and they just stared into my soul and said, take me home. So if you need a dog, I found a dog for you guys. Now, you've got a Facebook page, correct?
Yes, Friends of the Shelter Foundation.
Friends
And
of the
then-
Shelter
yes.
Foundation.
And then our actual website is shelterfriends.org.
Shelterfriends.org. And then I was told that some of your dogs post the pictures on like pet finders
Yep.
and things like that.
Pet Finder. yes.
Okay.
And then on our Facebook page as well.
Yeah. Now, currently, about how many dogs do you have that are available for adoption?
Around 30.
Oh my goodness, 30 dogs, guys. They need homes. I know there's at least 30 viewers out there that need a dog. Not want, but need.
Yes.
I tell you what, these guys are beautiful. Now, I saw you with Bridget, and I saw that she is missing a leg. Now, what happened to her?
She got hit by a car when she was a puppy.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
they had to amputate. And she's currently my foster. So.
Oh, okay, so you're fostering her.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have any other limitations besides that? It doesn't seem like that's hindering her at all.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
she's
She was able to clear a 6-foot fence, so.
Oh my goodness.
With one back leg.
She's just been going around the store checking everybody out. I tell you what, she's really sweet. Absolutely sweet. All right, now we've got a couple more dogs. These are from the Friends of the Animal Shelter Foundation as well. They're looking for homes. I tell you what, this has been great. Like I said, when I came out here, I was expecting a dog wash and maybe some collars, some small items. I'm really thoroughly impressed with all that you have available. Now, I was told that you own the candy store. Is that true?
I do.
Okay, my son is gonna make friends with you after this is over. I tell you what.
I'll set him up. Candy Pop Gelato, yes.
Yes, every time we come to Bricktown, the first stop he wants to make is the candy store. It has to be the last stop, otherwise he's just fired up the rest of the night. Now, what else do you own? I heard that you own something else.
AAA Soda Pop is a brand that we deliver around Oklahoma. And then the candy store and AAA Soda. Bricktown Candy and AAA Soda, and now Bone, Dog Boutique, and self-serve dog
So
wash.
you're one busy man.
I am a little bit strung to the edges, yes.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's all fun. I mean, that's the name of our businesses. We try to have fun businesses.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you hit the nail on the head. You got all three of your businesses are fun businesses.
Yes.
So, well, it was great to meet you. Thank you
Nice
so
to
much
meet
for
you.
letting us out here.
Yes.
We appreciate that you allow the rescues to come out and bring the animals, because that, of course, adopting, guys, you know, that's our heart and soul right
They're
there.
sweet puppies out here.
Yes. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you tuning in every week. We'll catch you next time.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
Welcome back, friends. Okay, Trisha, we just went to a boutique. Now, your stores have to be one of my favorite places to visit when I'm in Oklahoma.
Yay.
And you've got a great event coming up.
We do. Next weekend, we're having this awesome event. It's Customer and Rescue Appreciation Day. So basically, we want to just recognize the rescues and recognize our customers and say thank you. And this is going to be all 3 store locations, so it's not just going to be at one location, but we're going to have sales like you would not believe. We're going to have a lot of our reps from all kinds of different companies there to talk to you about their products. We're going to also be having like donuts and coffee from 10 to noon, and we'll have donuts for dogs too. It's going to be really cool. Yeah, and like goat's milk and stuff. It's going to be really cool. And then from noon to 4, when the rescues get there, we're going to do hot dogs. So free hot dogs and snow cones. And we've got special snow cone flavoring just for dogs. We may even have some ice cream for dogs.
So it sounds like whatever time you come at during the day,
there's
going to
be something fun.
Treat.
Yeah. And the neat thing is for a $5 donation or $20 donation, you get, for your $20 donation, you get 5 raffle tickets.
Okay.
Or $5 each.
Okay.
And we're going to be raffling off a gas grill.
Okay.
A really nice Yeti cooler, like a good size one.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
I'm told.
A $100 gift certificate.
Okay.
Visa gift certificate, so you can go buy meat and stock up, have your own barbecue. Yeah, so it's going to be, I mean, a really nice.
That's a nice prize.
A really nice
prize. So you
prize.
could win that at the South location.
You can win it at all 3 because all 3 locations will have that same prize package. Oh, and Coop Ale Works, which is a local beer company, they're doing a big, huge beer basket. Yeah, so
It just sounds like a really fun day.
It's going to be a great day.
Okay, so for those of us who have not been to your store yet, tell us a little bit about what A1 offers.
Well, A1 is like basically healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. So my husband likes to call us the Whole Foods for animals or for dogs and cats. So that's what we specialize in. So, you know, just like when we feed ourselves well, you know, we feel better. Well, same thing happens with our dogs. And so we just want to help educate customers on feeding, you know, better foods, and that better foods don't have to cost more money, you know, better treats, things like that. And if you've got dogs that maybe have, or even cats that have issues like diabetes or pancreatitis, things like that, then we can help you. You don't necessarily have to do a prescription diet. We have, you know, ways around that. So
there's also crates. There's dog beds, there are leashes, there's collars, harnesses, there's grooming.
Yes.
If you have a grooming issue with your dog, go in, bring your dog, enjoy the event.
Your pets are always welcome.
You're going to have a solution there as well, definitely. And tell us a little bit, start in the north and bring us down to the south, your locations where you're at.
Okay, so we have Edmond, is 432 South Santa Fe, which is southeast corner of Edmond Road in Santa Fe.
Okay.
Our main location, which was our very first location, we call it headquarters, is on May and Britton.
That's the one I go to.
2911 West Britton Road, northwest corner of Britton and May. And then our south location is 11649 Southwestern. It is, again, northwest corner of Southwestern and 119th Street. It's really close to Moore, so we're borderline Moore, South Oklahoma City.
And this event is going to be next weekend.
Yes, next weekend on Saturday. It's all
Saturday
day long.
Jamboree.
Yes, and so we'll have like the Bulldogs in Edmond. We'll have we'll have the Pug Rescue at headquarters, and then we'll have the Pit Bull Rescue in South Oklahoma City. So come out and see us.
Oh, it'll be a fun time. If you missed any of that information, just head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/dogtalktv. We'll give you all the details there. In the meantime, Rusty is off somewhere. He's got a special person over there with him as well. Rusty.
Thank you, JaNiece. I am joined by Melinda and Joy Laufenberger and Goldie. And we're going to talk a little bit about Autism Oklahoma. So can you tell me how dogs work in with your program and how they fit in and how we can help?
Sure. Well, Joy's life was dramatically changed by Goldie, our dog. And after, you know, experiencing that and learning that a lot more kids with autism are really impacted by dogs and animals. In Joy's case and in a lot of other kids' cases, animals become their interest and then their motivation for really getting out into the community and interacting. And so we've kind of coined the phrase that an interest plus an opportunity equal magic. And
nice.
that's kind of what happened in Joy's case. So after we formed Autism Oklahoma, we developed a lot of different interest programs, and most recently we've started working with a program called Fuzzy, which is an animal-based program.
Okay, so with Autism, Joy, how did Goldie help you out?
Well, when I was younger, I didn't really talk much, and I didn't really have a lot of interests that were kind of safe to talk to about with other people.
Right.
Most of my interests were things that people would make fun of and things that would generally be considered weird. But once Goldie came in my life, I was talking non-stop. Started with like a few bedtime stories. I love telling her bedtime stories. I still even do it now.
That's perfect.
But I would tell her stories, and I would talk to people who had pets, because who doesn't love their dog or their cat or whatever pet they have? And
that is so true.
Yeah.
How long have you had Goldie?
Oh man, we had her since she was quote, quote, 1. We don't really know her technical age, but she is going to be 15 this year.
Wow, so she's in great shape for being 15.
Yeah, sometimes she doesn't act her own age. She lays around in the house and she'll fall asleep and she'll be as lazy as can be, but then she has those spark moments where she's running around the house and she's chasing everything and she's can't figure out where she wants to go, and so she's just running everywhere with her tail wagging and jumping on everything, panting like there's no tomorrow.
So do you have a second dog at the house, or
no.
She's your only one?
She's our first dog, and we personally didn't really think about getting a dog. Well, I wanted a dog, but we had some issues with medical issues. Allergies, pretty much. One of our family members is allergic to dogs and has allergic to pet dander. And so we couldn't get a dog. But then my parents, behind my back, I didn't know about this, but they were searching into a dog. And at first it was a whippet. That's what they were originally going for. Well, they were talking to me about. And then you have, then you found Goldie at Brett, looking for a dog, or looking for a home. And
It was a good fit?
we tried her for, she came over to visit one day, and we tried her out for a few days to see if she was compatible with our household and our living style and whatnot. She never left it.
Perfect. That's how that happens. That's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit more about Fuzzies, the program, and how you think that's going to work?
Yeah, okay. So, of course, Goldie is Joy's service dog, but she started as a pet. And then we ended up seeing the bonding and went through her being getting training, then therapy dog, and then ultimately a service dog. So we're kind of starting the same way with Fuzzy. We're really starting with animal exposure. A lot of families who have a kid with autism may have a big fear of animals or a big fear of dogs that prevents the family from doing community activities.
So starting better in smaller segments, see how it works, and then move on from there.
Yes, so we're partnering with the Humane Society and doing animal exposures.
Perfect.
And then after that, then we're going to do some pairing of families with animals, and then ultimately training.
So I believe you guys brought a video that we can watch, and I think we're going to close out with that. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you both very much for coming to see us today and bringing Goldie, and it's exciting to hear the positive story that you're sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Dogs. We're talking about dogs. Talking about big dogs, talking about little dogs, oh yeah. Chasing the ball, chasing the cat, digging holes, thing like that. Dogs. Talk about dogs. Laughing dogs, sad dogs, happy dogs, mad dogs.